Resident Evil 1 from 1996 is one of my favourite games ever. I've replayed this more than Remake because it has a charm that couldn't be reproduced. But despite being known for cheese, the plot is more intricate and nuanced than what many give it credit for, Jill's scenario in particular. In Jill alone, there are 61 different cutscenes, with the vast majority not actually being static. I think it would take you around 3 to 4 full playthroughs to see every possible combination. Most people who speedrun or play casually will likely take a very particular route and see the same scenes over and over again, but this video shows every possible combination, how they're triggered, and the implications of triggering them for the rest of the game. I'll bet you there is at least one scene you've never seen before in this video. If you do like this video, I'd appreciate it if you let me know in the comments, and of course subscribe, and I'll try to make more videos like this. The opening scene I have taken from the Seamless HD project, which is high definition and in full colour and the uncensored version. It's not the one that I actually watched when I was actually recording all the in-game play scenes, but it's the absolutely best version of the opening scene you will ever see.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission.
You haven't found it?
No, I haven't found it yet. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. Bravo Team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
Look, Chris!
It was Bravo Team's helicopter. Nobody was in it. But strangely, most of the equipment was still there. However, we soon discovered why.
Hey! Come here! Run for that house!
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Jill, and myself. We don't know where Barry is.
Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Rebecca Chambers. Albert Wesker. Resident Evil. Evil.
What is this?
Wow, what a mansion!
Captain Wesker, where's Chris?
Stop it! Don't open that door!
But Chris is...
What is it?
Maybe it's Chris. Now, Jill, can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is our old partner, you know.
Okay, let me handle this. Stay alert!
A dining room.
Go straight to Barry as you normally would, and this scene will trigger.
What? What is this?
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
Try to leave the dining room before speaking to Barry, and Wesker will send you straight back in.
Investigate if you hear any gunfire.
For the normal course of action, just carry on investigating and you will bump into the first ever zombie. A little bit speculative here, but it could be suggested that Barry knew something was wrong, that's why he didn't want to go first. Turn around, head back into the dining room, and Barry will handle it.
Barry?
What is it?
Watch out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of this. What is it?
Kenneth was killed too. Maybe by this creature. Anyway, let's report this to Wesker.
After Barry is inspecting the blood and figuring out whose it is, try and leave to the main hall before going to see the first zombie, and you'll see this.
Lost courage already? It's not like you.
Who is it?
Hey, you! Stop! Run, Jill! He's insane! What the hell?
Let's report this to Wesker.
The master unlocking scene is static and will always happen.
Wesker! Help me look for him, Jill. And don't leave this hall for the time being. Find anything, Jill?
Nothing. What is this all about? I can't figure it out at all.
Beats me, too.
it's Wesker's time to disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it can't be helped. Let's search for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
Okay, I'll try the door on the opposite side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And Jill, here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Thanks. Maybe I'll need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. This time, I'll be there.
Try and leave the main hall after all the introductory scenes, and the dogs will stop you from exiting. Interestingly, she's not afraid of all the other dogs, but she is afraid of these ones. The Jill sandwich scene is probably one of the most famous and cheesy scenes in all the game, but it is actually not a static scene. It's not guaranteed to happen. It will only happen if you go straight to the shotgun room from the main hall, and if you haven't triggered another scene, which I will show you next.
Hey, what's going on?
Jill? Is that you, Jill? What happened?
Barry, help me please. The door won't open. Quick!
Stay away from the door, Jill. I'm gonna kick this door down.
Hurry! This way!
Oh, Barry!
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right. Barry, thanks for saving my life. But Barry, didn't you say you're going back to the dining room to do some research? Why on earth are you here?
I just had something I wanted to check. Now, let's get back to searching for the lost captain and Chris, shall we?
Thank you, Barry.
Yeah.
The Jill scene, the sandwich scene, was Route A, should we call it. Route B is when you go to one door from the main hall that isn't the second floor dining room, then go up to see Forrest's corpse, and Barry will be waiting for you. If you choose this route, believe it or not, he will not save you from Plant 42, and he will not cure you poison from yawn if you are bitten. But it also leads to another unique scene.
Jill! Don't scare me.
That's what I was going to say. Aren't you supposed to be going over the first floor, Barry?
Yeah, you're right. But just take a look at this. It's Forrest. Oh my God.
It's awful.
I'm going to find out what caused Forrest's death. It looks like he was killed by a crow or something. Can you look around the first floor, Jill?
Okay.
Hey, Jill. This must have been Forrest's. You don't have a weapon. Take this with you.
if you are playing the director's cut, arranged, or at advanced mode, and you haven't met Barry at this balcony before, then Zombie Forest will reawaken and start attacking you. This is only in the director's cut, and it's the only scene added in. Now you're back on Route A, and if you triggered Chill Sandwich and you re-enter the second hall, either the top floor or the bottom floor, it doesn't make a difference, Barry will meet you there and give you a can of fizz.
Barry!
Jill, what's going on? Any clues?
No, but something's wrong with this house.
Whoa, this hall is dangerous. Maybe it's better to secure our escape route first. There must be a back door somewhere. Let's try to find it first, shall we?
Okay, let's separate again.
Just a moment. I found something.
What is it?
It's a weapon. It's really powerful, especially against living things. Better take it with you.
But how about you, Barry?
I have this.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
There's a lot to take in with this scene. To trigger it, first you've got to trigger the forest scene earlier and enter the fish tank room where you'll meet Barry. He'll give you a diary and he'll have ripped the top page off before you even start. The reason why he's done that is because it implicates Wesker and actually explains that there's a lab on the site. I'll read the actual missing first page of the letter, which you can actually find on Chris's scenario. It goes, "My dear Alma, the fact that you received this letter is both joy and sadness to me. I could not even talk to you because of that guy in sunglasses. Alma, be calm and read this. I think I've told you that I moved to a pharmaceutical company's lab. They headhunted me last month. Last month, there was an accident in the lab and the virus we studied escaped. All my colleagues who were infected by the virus are dead. To be accurate, they've become the living dead. They still wander around. Some of them are knocking on my door desperately right now, but there's no sign of intelligence in their eyes. That cursed virus takes away all humanity from the human brain. Love, joy, sorrow, fear, humour, eternally. And Alma, even the memories of the day spent with you." Then it goes into the diary that you do get into this scene. So obviously there's a bit of silliness where he asks, "Is that you, Jill?" while looking into you, but actually this scene, if triggered on the very first gameplay, could actually have heavy spoilers and you'll figure out straight from there. But it's quite clear that Barry's ripped it out to actually defend Wesker at this point. So an interesting scene to trigger on a second playthrough, but even more interesting of an experience if you trigger it the first time round.
Is that you, Jill?
What's going on? How come you look so scared?
Look at this. What do you think of it?
I've been thinking something is wrong with this house.
Right.
Hey, what is this? There's a page missing.
Yeah, I thought about that too. Perhaps that was the most important part.
The zombie bursting out the wardrobe is a semi-static scene. You don't actually have to go into this room, but if you look at the diary, it will come out. got all the time in the world to actually find Richard, but once you have found him, you are on a time limit to either save him or not. If you don't save him, it does have some implications later on, as does saving him.
Richard, what happened?
Oh, Jill, this house is dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
You're wounded. What kind of demon attacked you?
It was a huge snake, and also poisonous. Ugh.
Poisonous? Oh no. Richard, hold on.
There is serum. Oh no, I should have brought some with me.
No problem. I'll go and get it.
Thanks.
Get the serum to him in 7 in-game minutes or less, and that is gameplay time, not door loading time. And you won't save his life, but he will give you a radio, which gives you access to 2 radio calls later.
Here's the serum. Richard, hold on. I'll give you a shot now.
Jill, here's my radio. You should keep it. I'm...
No! Richard!
Jill, be careful.
Take longer than 7 minutes with the serum, and he will die. This means that you can actually keep a hold of the serum if you did get it, but took ages to bring it back. The repercussions of this scene is a slight variation of a scene with Barry later on, but also you do not get the radio at this point, which means that you do miss 2 radio calls with Brad. If you triggered the Jill sandwich scene and then got the acid rounds on the 2nd floor of the main hall, and you get bitten by Yawn during the fight, Barry will come and save you and cure your poison.
Am I poisoned? Give me the serum. Barry?
If you took Route B, which is to trigger the forest meeting and optionally to meet Barry at the fish tank room, and you get poisoned by Yawn and you don't have your own serum, Barry will not save you from the poison. Yourself, you'll have to do it yourself. This is now technically the hard mode of Jill because it also has repercussions in the guardhouse for Plant 42.
Am I poisoned? Give me the serum.
Brad's first call is a semi-static event where if you saved Richard and got his radio, you'll hear a beep at this point, but you will have to manually go into the menu and go into the radio to answer it.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Please respond. What the hell? Is nobody out there?
Brad, this is Jill.
This is Brad. Stars answer me. This is
Brad? Brad!
This is the cutscene that gets the most amount of attention in forums still about this game, because the route to take to trigger this cutscene is not the fastest route or the most common route. You've got to trigger the Forest Barry cutscene, the optional fish tank scene, and then the implications of this scene is that you know that Barry will not save you from Plant 42, and Jill and Wesker's conversation a little bit later is slightly different. Obviously the lore of this is, if you've triggered this cutscene, you definitely know that something is off with Barry, whereas if you take the normal route, the suspicions aren't quite as high at this point in the game.
It can't be true. I've been told a different story. But it's not necessary for you to destroy stars. What about my family? So everything depends on me, huh?
Hi, Jill.
Hi, Barry. I heard someone talking.
So you heard it too. I think I'm getting old. It seems that talking to myself is becoming a habit.
Talking to yourself? Barry, something must have happened to you. Am I wrong? You sound strange.
Well, it seems I made you worry, but don't. Maybe I have been a nervous wreck since all of these strange things started happening. Well, I think I'll go out and get some fresh air for a change. I told you, don't worry. I'll just go and get some fresh air and be eaten by a monster.
Making V-Jolt and then applying it to the routes looks like this. There are some implications of this. It reduces Plant 42 to that it starts in phase 2, but also even if Barry was due to save you, he will not save you if you've applied V-Jolt. So later on, Barry can save you from Plant 42 as long as you haven't done a few things, and not using V-Jolt is one of them. If you triggered Jill Sandwich in the mansion and got the acid rounds in the main hall and didn't make a V-Jolt, then Barry will save you from Plant 42 with a flamethrower, giving another hint, a suspicion that something is off, because he has been underground to have gotten that flamethrower, and when Jill visits the underground all the flamethrowers are absent. It's only in Chris's scenario that the flamethrowers are actually still on the hook. Not many people may have actually noticed this because obviously the flamethrowers are missing, so you will probably have played Jill and Chris to have made this link back in the day.
What the hell is this?
Barry!
Jill! Yeah.
That was close. Thanks, Barry.
Don't mention it. What a monster. I can't believe... What the hell is this place anyway?
Now here's a slightly strange one for you, and one of the reasons why I haven't listed this as a different scene altogether. On the Sega Saturn version, the way that Barry talks in this scene is completely different in a much hushed tone, which is really interesting.
What the hell is this?
Barry!
Jill!
You saved me!
Yeah.
That was close. Thanks, Barry.
Don't mention it. What a monster. I can't believe. What the hell is this place anyway?
When I first played this game, I had no idea until the end that Wesker was behind everything. I thought it would have been Barry or someone else. And this original cutscene doesn't actually raise any suspicion towards Wesker again. So this is triggered if you didn't trigger everything that's needed to trigger the secret conversation. And Wesker does not mention Barry at any point. And when you go back to the mansion after this, he's left you a load of guns and ammo, which again makes you think that he's on your side.
Wesker!
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say. Where on earth have you been? You disappeared from the hall all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, but I have my reasons. Perhaps you guys have met them? It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
Is that right? Anyway, it's good to see you're safe.
Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Yes, you're right.
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
Now, if you have triggered the secret conversation, when Jill catches up with Wesker after Plant 42, the conversation is slightly different and the topic of Barry does come up. Wesker now puts a lot of suspicion all on Barry, and he really comes across that he's on your side and thinking what you're thinking.
Wesker!
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say. Where on earth have you been? You disappeared from the hall all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, but I have my reasons. Perhaps you guys have met them? It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
Is that right? Anyway, it's good to see you're safe.
I met Barry too a while ago. I think there's something wrong with him.
Yes, I agree with you. Sure was strange, wasn't he? He looks so tired.
Well, maybe it's quite natural under these circumstances. Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Yes, you're right.
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
If you've saved Richard and got the radio from him, You will get another ping to answer your radio on the way out of the guardhouse, but you will have to manually go into the radio to pick it up.
This is Brad. I know you can't answer me, but somehow, give me a...
This is Jill. Brad? Oh, it's broken.
Although Barry will always turn up to give you a rope after you've killed Yawn and suspiciously asks if you found anything interesting despite a giant snake evaporating in front of his eyes, the difference between the triggers are what he brings up. So if you save Richard, he just does his normal stuff, but you'll see in the next scene how it changes if Richard dies before the serum.
Jill, have you found anything interesting?
Yes, but I can't see very well.
How about going down to check by yourself? I have a rope here.
Oh, do you? Well, then I'll try to go down using the rope.
Wait.
Hey, what's going on?
Now I've done it. Sorry, Jill. Wait. I'll go and get another rope.
Barry? Barry!
If Richard dies without the serum, then the scene where he gives you a rope to get down is slightly different, and it gives you a keepsake that he got from Richard, which is a radio, because you need the radio later on in the lab before you escape. Interestingly, he makes no comment again about the evaporating snake that's right in front of him, and considering he's given you a keepsake from Richard who died from this snake, you would have thought he would have said something on the matter. But this scene is quite interesting because I think most people do save him.
Jill, have you found anything interesting?
Yes, but I can't see very well.
How about going down to check by yourself? I have a rope here.
Oh, do you? Well, then I'll try to go down using the rope.
Wait. Yeah, Richard gave this to me. The radio is a keepsake from him.
Richard?
This is more useful to you than me. Ready to go?
Hey, what's going on?
Now I've done it. Sorry, Jill. Wait. I'll go and get another rope.
Barry? Barry!
Whether you wait or not is arguably the biggest decision you can actually make in the game. If you do wait, he will appear again in the underground, giving you another chance to keep him alive or not. But if you do not wait, he is guaranteed to die. He will not appear in the underground, and you won't see him again until the laboratory. Even if you do grab the rope and go back up again, you can still go down the rope, which is the fastest way, but you will also get a passcode. So for casual players, waiting for the rope actually gives you more, because it gives you the passcode to be able to have the shortcut. But if you do wait, here's the scene.
Hey! Are you there, Jill? Grab the rope! I'm sorry, Jill.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Sorry. I was really careless.
Are you okay, Barry? Maybe you're getting tired.
No, I'm all right. Don't worry. Jill, I found something.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
While you're in the kitchen, you have an opportunity to trigger Gordon Ramsay, which is a super zombie that can open and then close a door after him. But you don't have to go this way. It depends how you got to the underground in the first place. If you didn't wait for Barry, or you just went down again anyway, you will definitely have to encounter him. But if you use the passcode Barry gives you when you climb back up the rope, you may be able to avoid Gordon Ramsay. He is super strong, and he's called Gordon Ramsay just because he's in the kitchen. If Jill waited for the rope, then Barry will reappear in the underground, and you will have 2 questions, yes or no, and then a final one about following. The first one is when you do decide to go with him, but you get him to not follow, so you're leading, he will then defend you by shooting a hunter around the corner.
Oh, Jill, what good timing. A moment ago I heard someone's voice coming from this hole. Let's go together since it's dark and we can't see very well.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, then I'm gonna cover you. Let's hurry. Hey, are you all right? I can go first if you want me to.
Okay, let's go, Barry. I'm depending on you.
If you ask Barry to lead, he will go on a very specific route, and then he will kill a hunter on the way.
That was too close. Let's go together.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, then I'm gonna cover you. Let's hurry.
If you make it pretty clear to Barry that you do not trust him, he will go off on his own, and then you'll hear a gunshot. Now you've got 2 choices: to either go into the doorway he's gone in, and then you'll trigger the scene that we've previously seen where he shoots a hunter, or you don't, and then he will die. The next scene after the next one will show exactly what it looks like when he does die.
Oh, Jill, what good timing. A moment ago I heard someone's voice coming from this hole. Let's go together since it's dark and we can't see very well.
Barry,
Sure, it may be dangerous. I'll go, even if I have to go by myself. Will you be waiting here, Jill?
Barry, I think I'll take some other route.
I see. Yeah, maybe you should. Be careful.
Barry?
If you waited for the rope, asked him to follow but don't, and then he gets killed, then Barry will die after you meet Enrico on the way through the second half of the underground. So this is quite a sad scene, because he does admit that he cheated people from the start. He wasn't tapped up at the beginning, he was tapped up before the investigation even begins, but he also drops the bomb that that Jill should look out for him. He could have actually just said his name, but didn't. But also interestingly, he probably wasn't the one that killed Enrico.
What happened?
I'm really embarrassed. I was clumsy.
Oh, you don't have to talk. I'm going to give you first aid.
Maybe my time's come. Jill, take this. I've been cheating you all from the start. If you can forgive me, could you please give this to my family? And if you can, please try to protect them.
What do you mean by that, Barry? Don't give up.
Jill, be careful of that guy. Please, stay alive.
If you wait for the rope, I made sure he didn't die at the beginning bit of the underground, then both him, Barry and Jill meet up with Enrico, and you can notice here that Enrico does have a little bit of suspicion towards Barry yet again.
Is that Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Wait there! Are you with anybody, Jill?
What? Oh, yes.
Enrico!
So, Barry and Jill together.
Are you all right, Enrico?
The stars are doomed. Someone is a traitor. Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella. Ha!
To make Jill meet Enrico alone, you've got to do one of two things. You've got to either not wait for the rope, or you've got to not follow Barry when he asks if you want to follow him. If you ask Barry to follow you, he will come with you to Enrico.
Is that Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Wait there! Are you with anybody, Jill?
What? Oh no, I'm alone. But why are you asking?
Listen, the stars are going to be finished soon. Someone is a traitor. Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella. Ah! Oh!
Enrico! Who killed him, I wonder?
If you collected the 3 Mo discs in the lab and got all 3 passcodes and then went to Chris's cell before you go up to see the Tyrant, you'll trigger this very short scene that impacts the next scene when you actually save him.
Jill? Is that you, Jill?
Oh, Chris, you're alive!
Of course. Damn it, we're in quite a predicament, Jill.
I know, Chris. Anyway, I have to open this room. It doesn't work. Well, Chris, I'll be sure to come back and help you soon. Will you wait here?
Thanks. I'll be waiting here for you.
Okay, big scene coming up. So you waited for the rope and kept him alive in the underground, so Barry meets you and everyone's in good spirits. Although he does cower away for a little bit, he does come back the hero, to knock out Wesker. But the implications of this is he actually lets Wesker off the hook, keeps him alive, and lets Wesker be able to set the self-destruct sequence later. It's unclear here if Barry actually knocked him out to actually help Wesker as opposed to just helping Jill. For some reason he was extremely keen on getting the Tyrant, which did let him to take a bit of a beating, but he made it out in the end.
Jill! Jill! You're here too!
Yes, you're here too?
Look, I lost my way.
Let's get going. Wesker?
You did a fine job, Barry.
Just as I thought.
I think you should stay away from Barry, Jill. I hear that his wife and 2 daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
You are so cruel.
Well, you don't have to worry about anything, because you'll be free from this world very soon, Jill.
Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's Umbrella's intention. This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot be made public.
That's why having stars nosing about is so inconvenient. So you're a slave of Umbrella now, along with these virus monsters.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mention mean nothing. I'm going to burn all of them together with this entire laboratory. I must complete my mission as ordered by Umbrella. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry!
Barry's such a fool. He'll be under the control of Umbrella forever.
How come both Umbrella and you can intimidate him by taking his family as hostages?
Umbrella? Well, I intimidated him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used him for my personal purposes, though both you and Barry seem to think I was following orders from Umbrella.
So you're planning something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon, what would you do? What if you were in charge?
You must stop this now.
You're a brave girl. But if I were you, I wouldn't give up such a big discovery. You guys are idiots. No one understands its real value.
So you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the Tyrant.
Oh! Barry!
Sorry, Jill.
How is your family?
I was listening to what you and Wesker were talking about. I wish I realized it earlier. I thought it must have something to do with Umbrella, you know. So it's all been masterminded by him.
But it's good that you know that now. Anyway, let's get out of this house first.
Jill!
Yes, what?
Do you have any idea what Wesker was going to show you at the back of this place?
Well, he was talking about the world's most powerful biological weapon, called Tyrant or something, I think.
Do you think we could see Tyrant now?
Barry, you're so optimistic.
It would look bad for stars if we let such a dangerous creature run loose.
Maybe you're right. Let's go then. Could a creature like this really be the ultimate biological weapon?
Really? Wesker is a crazy man.
Tyrant is not completely developed.
But we can't let it live. That must be the computer for monitoring this creature. Damn you!
It can't control what it does.
If you don't wait for the rope, Barry is guaranteed to die, and he may not die in this scene, but he cowers away, making you have to fight the Tyrant on your own, and who kills Wesker along the way. This is possibly the canon scene, but not the canon ending.
Jill! I was looking for you.
Barry.
Jill, don't be angry. I wanted you to wait for me.
Barry, don't screw up again like you did when you dropped that rope. Wesker?
You did a fine job, Barry.
Just as I thought.
I think you should stay away from Barry, Jill. I hear that his wife and 2 daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
You are so cruel.
Well, you don't have to worry about anything, because you'll be free from this world very soon, Jill.
Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's Umbrella's intention. This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot be made public.
That's why having stars nosing about is so inconvenient. So you're a slave of Umbrella now, along with these virus monsters.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mention mean nothing. I'm going to burn all of them together with this entire laboratory. I must complete my mission as ordered by Umbrella. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry!
Barry's such a fool. He'll be under the control of Umbrella forever.
How come both Umbrella and you can intimidate him by taking his family as hostages?
Umbrella? Well, I intimidated him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used him for my personal purposes, though both you and Barry seem to think I was following orders from Umbrella.
So you're planning something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon, what would you do? What if you were in charge?
You must stop this now.
You're a brave girl. But if I were you, I wouldn't give up such a big discovery. You guys are idiots. No one understands its real value.
So you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the Tyrant. Tyrant virus is a super virus, which creates a monster which is much stronger than human beings. Tyrant is the most powerful biological weapon in the world.
You don't mean you're experimenting on real people?
This is really beautiful. All this power will be mine.
For the sake of an awful creature?
Don't be upset. All weak people exist to be eaten. What? Don't come this way! No!
It can't control what it does.
Jill talking to Wesker alone can only happen if Barry died underground, but Wesker still mentions him at the beginning of the speech.
Wesker?
Barry is no longer useful.
Just as I thought. You are the man behind all of this. Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's Umbrella's intention. This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot be made public.
That's why having stars nosing about is so inconvenient. So you're a slave of Umbrella now, along with these virus monsters.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mention mean nothing. I'm going to burn all of them together with this entire laboratory. I must complete my mission as ordered by Umbrella.
So you're planning something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon, what would you do? What if you were in charge?
You must stop this now.
You're a brave girl. But if I were you, I wouldn't give up such a big discovery. You guys are idiots. No one understands its real value.
So you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the Tyrant. Is a super virus, which creates a monster which is much stronger than human beings. Tyrant is the most powerful biological weapon in the world.
You don't mean you're experimenting on real people?
This is really beautiful. All this power will be mine.
For the sake of an awful creature?
Don't be upset. All weak people exist to be eaten. Don't come this way! No!
Barry lives by waiting for the rope and keeping him alive in the underground. He gets knocked about by the Tyrant, but lives, and on your way out, Wesker sets off the self-destruct while he was knocked out, which again I tie into what I said earlier about did Barry knock Wesker out because he wanted to help Wesker. Either way, this can only happen when Barry lives.
Barry? Barry! You're alive!
I'm really embarrassed. I was clumsy.
Let's get going. Wesker.
The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers
Wesker must have set it off. There's not much time left for us.
unlock all doors for evacuation. The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers and guards should take cover immediately. Unlock all doors for evacuation. The triggering system has now been activated. All
If you collected the 3 Mo discs and didn't visit him earlier before the Tyrant fight, then this is the scene that plays out when you rescue Chris.
Oh, Jill!
Oh, Chris! So you're okay!
Yeah, you too! What happened to Wesker?
Let's talk about it later. Let's get out of here!
the triggering system.
If you have 3 Mo discs and you have visited Chris already, you get a slightly different reunited scene here.
Oh, Jill!
Sorry for keeping you waiting.
So everything is done?
Well, almost, yes. Now let's go.
If you didn't wait for the rope, this is where Barry dies. If you save Chris, the conversation is slightly different.
Jill!
Hi, Jill. It's you.
Barry?
I'm really embarrassed to see you now. Just leave me. Go quickly.
It's over, Barry. Wesker's dead.
Is that so? Jill, will you do me a favor? This is my last wish. Please give this photo to my family. Will you?
Sure.
Forgive me, Jill.
My God!
Let's get going, Chris. We can't stop.
You are well on your way to the worst possible ending here, because you didn't wait for the rope, meaning Barry's dead, and you didn't save Chris either.
Hi, Jill. It's you.
Barry?
I'm really embarrassed to see you now. Just leave me. Go quickly.
It's over, Barry. Wesker's dead.
Is that so? Jill, will you do me a favor? This is my last wish. Please give this photo to my family. Will you?
Sure.
Forgive me, Jill.
If you saved everyone, then just before you head up the elevator to fight Super Tyrant, Chris and Barry will stay behind to stop the monsters.
There is 3 minutes until explosion.
Oh no! You must be kidding! After we've come all the way here!
Ladies first. Go first, Jill.
But Chris!
Give me a chance to play nice guy.
Okay, I leave it up to you. See you again at the heliport.
The triggering system has now been activated.
The same scene, but with just Barry, because you didn't save Chris. It's slightly different.
There is 3 minutes until explosion.
Damn it! We have only one more step to go. Okay, I'll go. Jill, you try to contact Brad.
Okay.
For the self-destruct to be activated, Barry needs to live. If he dies and you go up the elevator with just Chris, he hears the monsters, but you can notice that there is no self-destruct sequence going on.
Oh no! You must be kidding! After we've come all the way here!
Ladies first. Go first, Jill.
But Chris!
Give me a chance to play nice guy.
Okay, I leave it up to you. See you again at the heliport.
If you go all the way towards the helipad, all on your own, there's no self-destruct sequence, and there's no monsters chasing you either. It's really miserable, because the monsters probably aren't chasing Jill because they're busy eating Chris and Barry. The prerequisite to actually face the Heliport Tyrant at the end of the game is to save Barry. If you did, this is the Tyrant's second introduction. It doesn't matter what happens to Chris. If Barry dies, there is no Heliport Tyrant at the end of the game. This is what the scene looks like, and it's a little bit miserable.
kids. They always wait up for me. Even today, my oldest daughter. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about that. I know he must still be alive.
If you had to fight Heliport Tyrant and came through the battle alive, then you'll be rewarded with some jazzy credits. If Barry dies and you don't have to fight the second Tyrant, you get some boring black screen credits. Didn't have the video to hand, so just taking it from the files from the Seamless HD project. But the music is the same in either one. If you didn't save Barry and you didn't have to fight the second Tyrant, after the credits have rolled, you'll get this small scene where the Tyrant is clearly still alive. Clearly not the canon ending, but a cool thing to add in anyway.